Hey everyone, I wanted to do another video for StacksAppStacks.com. This one is for F6AutoMask. This one is pretty cool. Scott did some neat stuff here. So basically what it is it allows you to control how input is handled inside of a form for collecting information. So it's let me just show you. Let me stop talking about it. Let me just show you. So I'm going to just go to my templates that we have, and I'm going to just drag in a contact form. Okay, so these are pretty standard, and it's just the one that Joe's made for us and turned it into a template. So here you go. Pretty simple. Name, email, comments. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get the, let's see, the F6 AutoMask stack, and I'm just going to drag and drop it down here. Now, by default, it has the show instructions in preview, and underneath that there is the method, which is set to auto float. You can also choose mask, and we'll go over those differences in just a little bit. Under the controls, you have target class, prefix characters, and suffix characters. So not a lot of settings, but you don't really need a lot of settings. This is one of those enhancement sort of stacks that just works really well with Foundation 6 and other forms, I'm sure. But we here at Stacks Basecamp, we use Foundation 6. So okay, so let's go ahead and look in preview and see what the settings are. So F6 AutoMask settings, we have kind of an overview of what each thing is and somewhat what it does, and then some notes. This is very handy, and I'll show you. I'll do something with the digits to give you an idea, but you can do stuff like this. If you want a phone number to be in a specific format, or the time, or even like numbers like this, this stack allows you to make sure that you have what you need when someone submits a form. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do an example. So I'm going to use a phone number as an example. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my Foundation 6 stacks, come down to the form. Oops, went a little too far. And then I'm going to do text input. So let's say that I want to have a phone number. Okay, so I'm going to do phone. The input field is just going to be what I think the phone number should look like. So I want it to be in this format. So 456-7890. Okay, so this is the format. I want parentheses around the area code. I want a space after it. I want the first 3 digits, and then I want a dash before the last 4 digits. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, that format. My label, just going to name it phone. Okay, and so down here under custom class, you're going to need to set a class. So I'm going to say phone. I'm going to just say contact dash phone. Okay, and then I'm going to go into F6 AutoMask and set the target class to contact dash phone. Okay, now let's see what we have. So when masking, this is a masking situation. So 9 is the thing that I need to equal digits. So super easy to set up. So I'm going to select mask, and you have mask pattern. So I'm going to do my parentheses. I'm going to do 999 space 999 dash 9999. Okay, so that is the format that I want to do. Now, before I actually do that, let me put a 1 here to disable this class, just so we can see how the form works without the AutoMask. Okay, so if I put in my phone number, I can keep typing and put all this fun stuff in there and keep typing. That's that's just a recipe for disaster. You know, you can have it, you can have submissions that are just, you know, crazy looking. So this stack helps you to ensure that you get the data in the right format. So now that I have the target class set properly, I can go in and just start typing. You know, let's see, my phone number is this. Now I'm still typing on my keyboard, but it's not putting any other digits in because I have kind of locked it down to just this number of digits in this specific format. Okay, that's pretty friggin' cool. You know, you can do that. It doesn't, and right now I'm typing letters on the keyboard and it won't let me type letters. I can't type special characters like an asterisk or a percent sign. It has to be letters. So that's just a really, really good way to, you know, get information that you need in a specific format. That way later on you're not having to go through and format it yourself. You know, this is all about saving time. All right, so there's that. Now, let's see, what else can we do here? Auto float. Let's say that you have, you know, you want to put in a cost of something, right? Or you want someone to put in the cost of something. So I'm going to just copy and paste this phone down and we'll just do cost, and the placeholder I'll just put, you know, $10, and for the label I'll put cost, and down here I'm going to put contact cost as my custom class. And then down here, I'm just going to copy and paste that. And I'm going to set this to cost. Okay, and so instead of, okay, so I'm going to do auto float. I think I changed this. There we go. Let me put that back to mask. All right, so here we go. So auto float. Now, this is really cool too. So right now, let's just, you know, see what we have. If I start typing in numbers, so it's giving me a comma after the thousandth separator, right? Which is, you know, what I want right here. So I can actually make this whatever I want. What if for some silly reason I want an asterisk, right? So I can put that there, and for every thousandth separator, it's going to give me well, it did until I went a little too far. Here, let me do that again. So there, see, I'm doing thousands, and it's giving me an asterisk instead of the comma, which is cool. But what's really neat is you can put a dollar sign in here, since this is a cost. So I'm going to put a dollar sign as the prefix. So when I click in here and I start typing, and I then go away, it has the dollar sign already for me. That's very handy. Okay. Now let's see. So for what I want to do now is, like, let's say I need the, you know, the max number or max decimals. Okay, so this is the max decimal places. So if I put in 3, right, and I start typing, see how it gave me the 1,222.222, but as I keep typing, that 222, that point stays in front of the last 3 numbers, right? If I change that to 2, not 32, 2, because I want to ensure that someone puts in, you know, a dollar amount with the right cents, I can do, you know, this. So $12,323, right? Let me put the dollar sign back in there. So there we go. $1,234,434.43. And I'm typing letters. It won't let me type anything more. So that's pretty cool. You can also do a minimum number of decimals, and then, you know, a decimal separator. So instead of the period, you can have it, you know, maybe a dash or something else, whatever you want. Okay, so let me show you the date thing as well. So let's say that you have a form, not a date picker, but you want someone to actually input a date, okay? Maybe it's like a date of arrival or something. So I'm just going to take this text input, copy and paste it. So I'm going to do date, and I'm going to do, you know, like 12-12. 12, or let's do 12-01-2023. So December 1st of 2023. That's my example date, right? I'm going to put date there, and down here under custom class, I'm going to set date, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to copy and paste this and do date. And so this one, instead of float, I'm going to do mask. Now, let's look at our cheat sheet. So for year, month, and day, it's a capital Y, M, and D. So that's pretty simple. All right. So for this, what we're going to do is, instead of this mask pattern, I'm going to do MM-DD-year, okay? And so now, when I look at this, and I go to my date, I'm going to type in, my birthday, so 7/24/80. There you go. I was born July 24th, 1980. And I can't type anything beyond that, which is really nice. Or maybe you want it to be, instead of dashes, you want it to be forward slashes. It's another common format. So I'm going to do, oops. There you go. Whatever the 23rd month is, in the 33rd day of that 23rd month, in the year 4,445. Who knows? Maybe in the future they're going to have more months in a year and more days within a month. I don't know. But there you go. That's the format that you can do, or that's a way that you can format your information, just another way. So you can do this all day long. If you wanted to have, for some reason you're collecting social security numbers, Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Say social. Social, not SoCal, social. Okay, then down here we'll do social. Come down to AutoMask. And I'm going to put in here social. Spell it correctly. And I'm going to do just 999-99-9999. So here in the States, it's, our social security numbers are 3, then 2, then 4, right? So in here, I'll just type in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I didn't do something right. What did I not do right? I misspelled it down here too. Social. All right. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there you go. Got a properly formatted social security number. Now, just be careful if you're collecting social security numbers. I don't know what you would be collecting them for, but this is, again, just an example of how you could format data. So good job, Scott. This is a really, really nice stack. So you guys can pick it up over at StacksAppStacks.com, and yeah, just have fun with it. It's really nice. So okay, I'll see you guys later.